And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream today as we get ready for some afternoon Metropolitan Division rivalry action. One of my favorite matchups growing up as a kid watching hockey, the New York Rangers against the Philadelphia Flyers. These teams have played some incredibly heated battles against each other over the years, and hopefully, with both of these teams in playoff position, we get another one of those heated battles this afternoon. Nationally televised game here in the U.S. on ABC. Should be a really, really good one. Both teams playing well as of late. Nobody hotter than the New York Rangers, who have won 9 in a row, leading the Metro Division. But Philadelphia, so much better than anybody anticipated this season. 67 points, currently third place in the division in a playoff spot. And they've got a pretty decent cushion, 7-point cushion ahead of the Capitals, Devils, and Islanders, all at 60 points. So it looks like Philly does have a good shot of going to the playoffs this year, which I don't think anybody expected going into the season. And they've had a really good year. They've been a really fun team to watch. And I'm very, very excited for this game here this afternoon. I think it's going to be a great one, and hopefully it is. So welcome in, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate you all being here. We've got Shane, Elvis, Jason, Vladimir, Logan, Ian, Robert. What is going on, guys? Welcome in. I'm sure more are going to trickle in as we get closer to puck drop, which is about 8 minutes away from now. And we'll get into the action between these two division rivals who usually play very fun games against each other. Again, I'm just hoping that this one feels like a Rangers-Flyers game. If it does, we are going to have a whole lot of fun this afternoon. Let's see. I know these teams have played each other only once so far this season. If I look back here, I believe it was early on. Let me take a look. Season series. Yeah, it was back in November. The Rangers won 3-1 over the Flyers back in November. But this is only their second of 4 meetings this season. They play a lot at the end of the year. They play again in March, and they play right towards the end of the year in April as well. So, going to be interesting to see how these teams play each other, having not seen each other since back around, I think it was actually the day after Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken, when they played. So it's been a while. Hey, what's going on, Red Rubber? Welcome in. Great to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it as always. Also, it's the weekend. It's Saturday afternoon. I don't think we need to waste any time. We're going to get a cold one cracked here. Hopefully have a couple beers over the course of this game. Should be a fun one. Got a PBR ready to go. We're going to crack this baby. Oh, yeah. Nice crack. And we're going to get a cheers in the chat. So cheers, everybody. Let's have a great stream. Let's have a great hockey game, hopefully, and just really enjoy this Metro Division matchup. Should be a lot of fun. Flyers, Rangers, let's get ready to go. Puck drop is just about 5 minutes away, and really going to enjoy this one and hopefully see some great hockey. Cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah, let's go. Hey, Matt, what is going on? You are going to the Penguins game tomorrow. That's awesome. I hope you have a great time. I hope you see a great game. And thank you for dropping by today. Thank you for being here. And hopefully it's an awesome time for the Pens tomorrow. Other games, there's quite a bit of afternoon action in the NHL today. Other games that have gone on, the Red Wings demolished the Blues. I was able to watch about half of that game. And that was not even close. The Red Wings were up 3-0, like 5 minutes into the game, and it was all Detroit from there on out. They ended up winning 6-1 over St. Louis. Montreal has a 1-0 lead early in the second period over the New Jersey Devils. The Devils are really watching their season slip away and their playoff hopes slip away. They just cannot string together any sort of consistency, and are currently outside the playoff picture looking in, and outside the playoff picture by a decent amount now as well. I think it's 5 points now that they're out, which obviously isn't insurmountable, but just with the way that the Devils have been playing, it's been really, really inconsistent lately, and they're not doing themselves any favors. Tampa Bay also playing right now. They have a 2-0 lead over the New York Islanders. That's a very important game as far as the playoffs are concerned, because Tampa Bay is currently in a wild card spot, the last wild card spot, with 65 points. The Islanders are one of the 3 teams with 60 that are just on the outside looking in, along with the Devils and the Capitals. So that's a very, very important game there, and Tampa looks to be doing pretty well so far. Early in the second period of that game, they're up by a couple goals and trying to obviously keep that distance between them and the Isles. So those are your other games that either are going on now or have concluded. Obviously, we got the Rangers Flyers coming up in a few minutes. And then tonight, there's quite a few more games on the schedule. Washington plays the Florida Panthers. A very good East-West matchup between Toronto and Colorado. Vegas plays Ottawa. The Bruins play Vancouver. They played a few weeks ago. They play again tonight for their second and final meeting of the season. Dallas plays Carolina in Carolina. We have got a Battle of Alberta tonight as the Edmonton Oilers and Calgary Flames play. Minnesota's in Seattle to take on the Kraken. Nashville is out west to play the Sharks. And we get Anaheim versus LA. California rivalry matchup there. So a lot of games across the NHL today. But yeah, a lot of great hockey to watch. This matchup, though, between the Rangers and Flyers, definitely one of my favorite on the schedule. So very excited to be doing this game. Mathis, what is going on? Andrew, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Duke, welcome in. Thank you for watching. Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate it. I actually just got this haircut like an hour ago. So, hour and a half ago now. So, appreciate it, guys. Glad you like it. Thank you. And it is very fresh. Actually, that's why I was only able to watch about half of the Detroit-St. Louis game, which really doesn't matter because that was a blowout from the start. But then I went and got a haircut, and now I'm ready to stream. Yeah, Toronto, Colorado is going to be a phenomenal matchup tonight. Obviously, Battle of Alberta tonight as well. That should be a fun one. You know, there are some decent other matchups out there. But when I looked at the schedule for today, my eyes immediately gravitated to Rangers Flyers, given the fact that they're both in playoff position. It's a big-time rivalry. And you know, like I've said in my community tab posts and stuff, like this was always one of my favorite non-Bruins related matchups that I watched growing up. Like I would say from like 2007 on, if Rangers Flyers was ever available for me to watch, I was watching it. It was just always been one of my favorite matchups. As much as Flyers and Penguins have been, you know, some really good matchups as well, and Rangers Devils have had some great matchups. Like Rangers Flyers has always been one that stood out to me. So excited to see it this afternoon. Hey, what's going on, Austin? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. I am doing great. How are you? Glad you could stop by as we get ready to drop the puck. Just another minute or so. We should be coming back from this commercial break and getting into the action. Beer's already cracked and flowing. This probably will not be my only beer of this game. And just ready to enjoy some weekend afternoon NHL play. Which team do I think will win? The Rangers have won 9 games in a row. They are super, super hot right now. So I am going to say I would lean Rangers for this matchup, but Philadelphia's won some big games this year. I mean, they're not in a playoff spot unexpectedly for no reason. Like they've won some big games this year. They've beaten some tough opponents. Philly is not a team that you want to take lightly because they're having a much better season than expected. But I gotta go with the Rangers. Just how hot they are. 9 wins in a row. They've been phenomenal recently. I gotta give the edge to New York here. But we'll see. It's going to be a really good game, I think. Also, the Devils have tied it up against Montreal, so that game is now 1-1. Devils even it back up. Yeah, Duke, I would not be surprised if we get overtime. This could very well be an overtime game with these two. Absolutely. McDobb, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. We're getting ready to go now. Igor Shesterkin between the pipes for the Rangers. He hasn't had the most Shesterkin-like year this year. However, lately, he has been very, very good. His overall season numbers aren't, where we're used to seeing them, but lately, the last few weeks, Shesterkin's been very good. And Samuel Ersson taking over in goal really has become the everyday starter now for the Philadelphia Flyers. Obviously, with Carter Hart out of the mix now. Ersson's come in and he's been solid. He's had some, he's been up and down. He's had some pretty bad games. He's also had some very good games. It's kind of depends on which, what you're going to get with him is kind of up in the air, but he's had some good ones and he's been good enough for Philadelphia. So those are your goalies. Puck is dropped. We are underway. Paling's in the offensive zone. Rangers trying to take it as Paling gets run into there and the Rangers get it out. First period has begun. Rivalry matchup here. Metro Division, 2 teams in playoff position. Also, haven't talked about Matt Rempe yet, but oh boy, what a debut for him in the Stadium Series against the Islanders. The big fight with Matt Martin. I've watched him in the AHL playing down with the Hartford Wolfpack because they play against the Providence Bruins a lot. He is one tough kid. He's massive. Almost Zdeno Chara size. Not quite, but almost. Matt Rempe versus Nick Delorier dropping the gloves today would be phenomenal. And I think there's a good chance we see it happen. Rempe is in the lineup for the Rangers. Delorier is in the lineup for the Flyers. I would love to see those two square up at center ice. And I think there's a real chance it does happen. But great to see Rempe make the NHL. I love seeing tough young players like that come up into the league. Taken now. Flyers get it out of the zone. Tyson Forster dumps it in. Chasing now. Heavy hit there from Cam Atkinson as he hammers Ryan Lindgren in on the forecheck. Sent back out now all the way down. Rangers ice the puck. What a hit there as Atkinson, who's not normally a big hitter, lays the lumber down on Ryan Lindgren there in the corner. Heavy forecheck from Philadelphia. Trying to set a tone early in this game on home ice. You get a chance to nail a D-man like that, you're going to take it every time. Here are the Flyers now off the face-off in the offensive zone. Cam York trying to get to the middle. Kicks it. Ends up down in the corner. Gets it back. Spin-around shot wide of Shesterkin's glove. Owen Tippett keeps it in. He cycles it around. Atkinson now down low. He gets run into there. Ranger trying to return the favor. Was that Trocheck? Yeah, it was Vinny Trocheck for New York, and they're able to get it out of the zone. Morgan Frost carries back in, though. Pass just offline for Tippett. Another shot there from the circle. Nice save by Shesterkin. Rebound bouncing around. Flyers keep it in. Knocked out again, though, by the Rangers. They'll finally finish off this line change. Delorier's on the ice now as the fourth line comes out for Philadelphia. Here's Jacob Trouba. His pass gets stolen by Garnet Hathaway, who chips it to Delorier into the offensive zone. Played back there, long shot. Shesterkin's got to make another save. Very strong start here for the Flyers. Delorier with a spin-around chance and a pad by Shesterkin. Still scoreless, but a lot of offensive zone pressure here for Philadelphia's Hathaway now. Bats one up, and that goes out of play. He and Miller have a little exchange, but 17:43 to go in the first, and we get another whistle. What's going on, Jared? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And boy, has this been a start for Philadelphia. Ton of time in the offensive zone, and at least 4 or 5 quality scoring chances already for the Flyers. Dream start on home ice for them. They get the Morgan Frost, Owen Tippett, Cam Atkinson line right back out there for this ozone draw. Here's Tippett, top of the circle, shot, and another save by Shesterkin. Kako gets hit, but does get the puck out of the zone. Rangers trying to come the other way. Not able to pass center ice. They'll try again as Braden Schneider has it. He goes D to D. Moved over. Here's Johnny Brodzinski into the offensive zone. His pass to the middle rolls off of Capo's stick, and Flyers are able to clear again. Atkinson dumps it in, avoiding a hit from Cooley, who held up at the last second. Schneider now trying to go the other way. Played over to Gustafsson. Rangers up into the offensive zone. Here's Rempe and Delorier. They're going to go. We got it. Matt Rempe, first shift. Nick Delorier. They go out to the neutral zone and they square up. Nobody's engaged yet. 6'7", 240 for Matt Rempe. Delorier's 220 and 6'1". They're throwing right hands. Rock 'em, sock 'em, back and forth. There's no defense here. Just straight punches from both guys. Rempe with the reach advantage, teeing off on Delorier. He comes back with a big right. Both guys just throwing. No quitting either, as it's just punch after punch. This might be the best fight of the season. Delorier comes back. Rempe comes over. Finally, they tie up. It's been over 30 seconds now, just straight punches. And finally, Rempe falls down as Delorier gets the takedown. Fight of the year between the Rangers' Matt Rempe and Nick Delorier from Philadelphia. That was straight out of 1999 right there. Oh, man, what a scrap. Just 3 minutes in, and this is Rangers Flyers. Oh, unbelievable. First shift again. Rempe is here to fight. That is what he is here to do, and boy, can he do it. That is the best fight I have seen in the NHL this season, without a doubt. Without a doubt, that is the fight of the year right there. Yo, Avi, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it, man. Oh, man, this is why I love Rangers Flyers. This is rivalry Metro Division hockey. Let's go. Flyers dump it all the way down. Around it goes. Played behind the net. Rangers trying to clear back up the other way. Over the red line, backhanded deep. VC will go in on the forecheck. Ersson plays it over. Here's Stahl, and he passes through the middle to get it out of the zone. Pass does not connect, though that's icing against the Flyers. They will not be able to change as the faceoff goes all the way back to their own zone. And Rangers are going to look to establish some ozone time, which they have not had a lot of in this game. Hey, Malika, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome to see you in the chat as always. Yeah, Avi, I mean, I definitely think the Red Wings make the playoffs. They look like a playoff team to me. I have a little, still some questions about the goaltending, but Alex Lyon has done a really good job stepping in recently for them. And I think Detroit makes the playoffs. I think Philadelphia is definitely making the playoffs. It would really take a collapse. This is it. Yeah, I don't see the Devils making it, Avi. I don't think they get in. They have been way too inconsistent. Around it goes now. Played by York. He gets it up. Flyers out of the zone. That goes off of a leg. Jacob Trouba takes it back for the Rangers. They dump it deep. Kakko will lead the forecheck. He lays a hit. Cooley tries to get in there. Digs the puck out. Back behind the goal. Cooley will chase. He misses the hit on Walker. Comes back, but Walker's able to get it up the wall and out. Moved away, back out in front. Here's Couturier on the backhand and a big save by Shesterkin. Round it goes. 15-10 to go here in the first period. Played across. Brought in by Lafreniere. Rangers have it. Rangers still only have one shot on goal in this game. Played back to Schneider. He passes over. Spin around shot for Lafreniere. He gets taken down. Here's Panarin back to the middle. Schneider jumps in, throws it in on Urson, who makes the save. And he's going to cover that up with 14:46 to go here in period one. Samuel Urson starting to get a little bit more busy now these last couple of minutes as the Rangers have gotten themselves in the game. And there's definitely been an energy boost here for New York after the fight. Rempe's, and Delorier's huge fight there. I would say fight of the year in the NHL. Has kind of given the Rangers a bit of a boost now as they were largely in their own zone for the first 3 minutes, and now they're starting to get the offense going as Kreider plays it back to the point. Long shot there. Vesey has a stick knocked out of his hand. He's going to go pick it up, then throw a shoulder into Cates. Taken now. Hathaway passes through. Here's Ryan Poehling. Poehling around the net, trying to get it back to the middle. Mika Zibanejad breaks that up. Moved up now, taken by Fox. It was an unbelievable fight, Vlad. Unbelievable fight. I think I've watched all the top fights from the NHL this year. That's definitely the best one in my opinion. Eagles, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Long shot from the point goes wide. Rangers first on it. Cooley trying to dig it out. Here's Kakko. And that's played up by Tippett into the offensive zone as the Flyers come the other way. He has a lazy pass through the middle that gets picked off. And the Rangers carry up now with numbers into the offensive zone. Kaapo Kakko for Cooley. And I don't know what Will Cooley was doing there, but he ended up shooting it into the corner. Tippett now out in front. Rebound chance. Oh, what a glove save by Shesterkin. Oh, Tyson Foerster right on the doorstep, and Shesterkin robs him with the glove. Duke, the fight was Matt Rempe and Nick Delorier. It was Rempe for the Rangers and Delorier for the Flyers. So we head now to our first commercial break. Unbelievable save by Igor Shesterkin there. This game is still 0-0, but boy, have there been some scoring chances. None better than that doorstep opportunity for Tyson Foerster right before that last whistle. And Shesterkin just robs him with the glove. Unbelievable. Yeah, Travis Konechny is out of the lineup for the Flyers. Obviously, he's one of their best players. He's been their leading scorer. Yeah, massive piece of the puzzle for Philadelphia is not there today with Konechny. So, it's definitely one of those games where you need everybody to step up. You need everybody else to step up. No doubt about it. Yeah, I mean, Igor's already robbed, I would say, probably 3 should have been goals where he's robbed the Flyers. So, this could very easily be a multi-goal game already at this point, but Igor Shesterkin is having none of that. Like I said, his season-long numbers aren't anything that jump off the page and aren't what they normally are for, he's one of the best goalies in the league. But recently, the last 2 or 3 weeks, Shesterkin's been absolutely unreal. And, yeah, he another, so far in this game, I know we're only 7 minutes in, but so far in this game, he's already made some unbelievable saves and is looking like Vezina level Igor Shesterkin today. As the Flyers win the draw, we're back underway. Rangers take it down low and will carry up to get out of the zone, though. Moved across. There's another shot. Forster rips one that goes just wide. Rebound chance gets blocked by the Rangers. They come the other way now with numbers into the offensive zone. Good back check, though, from Philadelphia. Moved across. Farabee's able to dump the hit. He gets around and then goes down. Tries to get a backhand shot off, but he falls down as he drives towards the net. And another huge missed opportunity there for Philadelphia. Now here's Farabee again. Pass across. That one gets knocked off the shin pads of one of the Rangers' D-men. Panarin comes the other way but can't connect. Lafreniere was streaking through the middle. And now we're going to get a penalty call, it looks like, as Vinny Trocheck touches the puck. And we're going to get our first power play of the game now. It's going to be a 2-minute hooking penalty with 12:18 to go here in the first, and the New York Rangers are going to the man advantage. So this could be an opportunity. Oh, excuse me. No, the Flyers are going to the man advantage. My mistake. The penalty is going to be against the Rangers here. Alexis Lafreniere to the box for hooking. It's Philadelphia to the power play. And Philly has had so many chances already. Maybe now they can finally capitalize on one. Now they can finally capitalize on one and try and get a lead in this game. Although Philly's power play has been dreadful at just 13% this season. Second worst in the league. Hey, Brantley, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Great to see you. Appreciate you coming by. And the Flyers win the faceoff. They look to set up shop here on the man advantage. Here's a shot from Tippett. Blocker save there by Shesterkin, but he loses his stick. Setting up now in the offensive zone. Goalie without a stick. Flyers have it. Forster to Frost through the middle. Nobody home. We got another penalty coming up. And this is going to be a penalty against Philadelphia. So just 19 seconds into the power play. The power play is over. We're going to go 4-on-4. It is an interference penalty here against Philadelphia. It's Joel. They're calling Joel Farabee here for not allowing Igor Shesterkin to go pick up his stick. So they call a penalty on Farabee for interference for not allowing the goaltender to go pick up his stick. That is an interesting call right there. And all of a sudden now it goes from a Flyers power play to 4-on-4. Still scoreless with 11:57 to go. Yeah, I don't really get that one at all. That's I don't know. It's not like he went into the crease and knocked him over or anything. He was just standing there. should have at least made Shesterkin should at least have to go around. He can't just go through somebody just to get his stick. And the Flyers win the draw, so we'll have some open ice now with the 4-on-4 as Tippett carries up into the offensive zone. Tries to catch York through the middle there, but the pass just is a little offline. Rangers come back the other way with some speed, then they turn it over. Zibanejad's got to regroup back to Fox. 1:20 left here in the 4-on-4. Zibanejad through the middle, into the offensive end, drop pass. Played over to Fox. Fox loses Tippett, drives to the middle, shot. Ersson with a great save with the blocker. Around it goes. Here's New York setting up in the middle. What's going on, Aries? Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Another shot there, blocked on the way through. Rangers keep possession. 50 seconds left, 4-on-4. Zibanejad tries to leave it for Gustafsson. They're not on the same page. Flyers steal. 2-on-2 into the offensive zone. Wired a shot there. Blocker saves Shesterkin. Moving it up. Big collision there out in the neutral zone. Rangers come away with the puck. Spinning back is Panarin over to Trouba. Hey, what's going on, Mike? Mike and Julie, welcome in. Awesome to have you as always. Thank you for being here. Rangers shot goes wide. The Flyers get it out of the zone. Here's Atkinson. Gets it over to Paling. Paling shot. Save again, Shesterkin. Final seconds of the 4-on-4 ticking off. It will be a very brief 19-second power play now for the Rangers. Panarin gets run into by Cates, but gets the puck to Trocheck. Moved into the middle. Here's Panarin over to Lafreniere. That goes off of a skate and wide. I'm not even going to put the power play symbol on the scoreboard up because the power play is over. Farabee's out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5. Flyers lead shots 12-4 here with 9:50 to go in the first. However, it's still 0-0 on the scoreboard. Yeah, Leafs have won 6 in a row, Austin. They're playing very well right now. Absolutely. Sent up there. Pass Farabee into the offensive zone. Schneider sends it to Lafreniere up the wall. He's hit by Couturier. Brodzinski gets run into. Now tries to steal it back. Lawton will chase. Rangers are out of the zone. Lawton knocks a man down. Rangers have it, though. High slot. Pass a little offline. Rolls off the stick. And we get another whistle here. And we're going to go to a commercial break. It looks like I do not know what that whistle was for. Neither does Sean McDonough, the announcer for ABC. He just said not quite sure why there was a whistle. And I'm on the same page as him with that one. I didn't see anything that would have led to a whistle there, but we'll find out when we get back from the commercial. Late first period, or middle portion of the first period now. Rangers Flyers still scoreless, but we've already had the fight of the year in the NHL. We've had some big hits. We've had some miraculous saves already. Plenty of scoring chances, just nobody able to find the back of the net. This is Rangers Flyers. This has been exactly what I was hoping for when I decided to stream this game and these two teams against each other. It has not disappointed, and I cannot wait to see how this game plays out over the next couple of hours. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you're all enjoying the game and the stream as much as I am. I would love to see these teams play in the playoffs, Aries. It would be an incredible series. A nasty series. Would definitely be must-watch hockey. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Thank you all for being here. Please don't forget, it helps out the channel a ton if you can hit that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to subscribe and become part of the channel community here, I'll be streaming NHL hockey games all season long, all different teams and matchups. Absolutely would love to have you hit that subscribe button as well. So, looks like it was a penalty against the Rangers. That's the reason for the whistle. I'm not sure what the call was, but Eric Gustafsson is in the penalty box. And Philadelphia is going to the power play. We'll see if... oh, it looks like it might have been a high stick there by Gustafsson. So, yeah, 2 minutes for high sticking there against Gustafsson. Flyers go to the power play. We'll see if this one lasts more than 19 seconds. As the Rangers win the draw, good early start to the kill as they throw it into the offensive zone right in on Samuel Ersson there, and he covers it. So it'll be a face-off in the Philadelphia end with 8 seconds gone already off of the power play. It's going to be a really, really good game, Austin, but Colorado's nasty at home. So I don't know. I think if it was in Toronto, I would definitely think Toronto, but Colorado's been nasty at home and actually kind of mediocre on the road. So I think it being in Colorado favors the Avalanche, but that's going to be a great game. That's a phenomenal East-West matchup. Played up now. Forster gets it through. Here's Farabee with a shot and gloved by Shesterkin, who has been phenomenal here in this opening period. He makes another great save. It will be an ozone draw for the Flyers, still with 1:35 to go on the power play. Taking it now. Setting up shop in the offensive zone. Drysdale to Forster. Back to Drysdale. Forster again. They play some catch. Down for Frost below the goal line. Back out high for Drysdale. He passes over to Tippett. Tippett through traffic. Shots blocked. And Ryan Lindgren will clear it all the way down. First minute is gone off of the power play. Eddie, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much for coming by. Yeah, definitely, Avi. The Avalanche could use a big win post All-Star break, no doubt. Moved across, played here, past Sanheim. Couturier gets onside. Oh, it's taken by K'Andre Miller. He sends it up through the neutral zone. Chip to Zibanejad. He's one-on-one into the offensive end. Just holds the puck along the wall and plays some keep away as the Rangers kill time. 25 seconds left in the power play. They clear it all the way down again. Igor Zamula back. Zamula passes. Lawton to the middle. Atkinson to Couturier behind him. Bad pass there. And it results in a turnover as Barclay Goodrow gets it to Jacob Trouba. Trouba throws it all the way down the ice. And that is going to finish off this power play as the final seconds tick down. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey, and we are still scoreless with 7:07 to go here in the first. Big hit there by Schneider on Paling. Moved up over the red line into the offensive zone. Spun back there by Lafreniere. He cross-corner dumps it. Sealer with a good check. Rangers keep it in the attacking zone. Around it goes. Moved up. Played there. Past Schneider by Garnet Hathaway. He'll chase in as K'Andre Miller and he go shoulder to shoulder. Hathaway digs the puck out, then gets pinned to the wall. Cates trying to get to it. He does below the goal line. Then he's checked by Schneider. Lawton comes in, plays it past the defenseman at the point, and that's going to go all the way down. The game has been incredible, Andrew. This has been exactly what I hoped it would be so far. 6:15 to go here in the first. Here's Capo Caco into the offensive zone. Back passes stolen by Scott Lawton. Flyers come the other way. Delorier gets the red line and dumps it deep. Moved up now into the offensive zone. Driven wide. Shot there. Kakko with it in the corner. Cycles down low. Adam Fox pinches down. Played back. Shot by Brodzinski. Blockered away. Flyers clear it out. Here's Fox again. 5:35 to go in the first. Amazing that there's no goals on the board here, given how many chances there's been in this game. Goalies have been fantastic, though. Will Cooley with a big hit on Drysdale. Tip it. And Trocheck come in to try and dig it out. Cam York ends up with the puck. And he lifts it over everybody out of the zone. That one goes through Miller. Shesterkin sends it up the boards. Rangers have it. Here's Trocheck over the line, up into the offensive zone. Rangers somehow stay on side. There's a shot just wide of Ersson. Flyers come back the other way. Here's Farabee into the middle. Pass over on the backhand. Frost throws it through. And that one's covered up by Shesterkin as he makes another big save. Boy, Igor Shesterkin has been unreal in this first period as he covers another one. And we're going to go to another commercial break. Our final commercial break of this first. We're down to about 4.5 minutes left in the period. And so many chances, but great goaltending has kept this thing 0-0. Let's see. We'll check some couple other games going on right now. Both at the second intermission, the Montreal Canadiens and New Jersey Devils are tied up 2-2. And Tampa Bay has extended their lead over the Islanders to 3-0. So that definitely helps Tampa in their playoff race and really hurts the Islanders, who are trying to catch Tampa for that last wild card spot. That definitely favoring Tampa Bay in that one so far. So those are the two other games that are going on right now. Boy, man, the Islanders, the coaching change doesn't seem to have made much of a change with the Islanders. They still do not look like a playoff team, in my opinion. They do not look like a playoff team, so think it's going to be another year of just on the outside looking in for the Isles. All right, here we go. Back from the commercial break. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the first. It will be an offensive zone draw for the Flyers. Still looking for our first goal of this one. Round it goes. Up the wall. Keandre Miller can't get it out. Couturier keeps it in. He fires one right into the glove of Shesterkin, who plays a little first base there and grabs it out of midair. Yeah, Avi, it's going to be an interesting trade deadline for sure. There's a lot of teams that need to add at the deadline, Bruins included, but there's not a lot of teams with cap space to add at the deadline. So it's going to be a very interesting trade deadline this year to see how teams are able to make moves given the monetary situations, as that's going to be icing here against the Rangers, and it's going to go back to their zone for the draw. You know, like they're going to have to take they're going to have to, use roster players in the deals to try and get some money off the board before they can take on any new money and bring guys in, because of the, how tight everybody is to the cap. So it's going to be very interesting for sure. Rangers win the draw. Trouba passes up out of the zone, trying to get it through. Kreider up to Zibanejad. He fires a shot that's blocked away by Ersson. Flyers clear out to the neutral zone. Kreider keeps possession for the Rangers, and they'll start back in. Schneider dumps it deep around the wall. Played across. Here's Tippett. Tippett up into the attacking end. Gets it through for Morgan Frost. Frost chips it towards the net. It's blockered aside by Shesterkin. Flyers keep possession. Sealer with a long shot. And that just goes wide to the corner. Back the other way. Here's Panarin. Rangers up to Trocheck. Trocheck rips one over the bar off glass. Around it goes, taken there by Gustafsson. He pinches down, takes the hit to keep possession. Lafreniere sends it back out high for Panarin. Panarin's long shot goes off the skate blade there of Ersson, the goaltender. Wide of the net, and Paling comes the other way, ducks the hip check from Schneider, goes around the goal, and gets run into there by a mix of Gustafsson and Trocheck. Flyers keep it in, though, as they outmuscle the Rangers trying to clear the zone. Second chance the Rangers do get it out. Philly has it now, regrouping, getting a line change. Here's Zamula. 2:50 to go now in the first period. That's played up. Farabee into the offensive zone. Barclay Goodrow steals from him. Lawton lands a hit. Here's Lawton down low, behind the net, back out high. Sanheim through traffic. Shot misses. Delorier gets on it down low against Lindgren. Edstrom comes over and lays a hit along the wall. Barclay Goodrow clears. And Zamula is going to chase all the way back as Rempe comes in heavy on the forecheck. Flyers move it up. Here's Farabee dumped into the offensive zone. Ducks a hit from Cooley. Boy, both of these teams have so many physical players in the lineup. These teams are not built like a lot of your soft modern NHL teams. These teams are built with a lot of grit and toughness in their lineups. Around that goes up it, kept in by Trouba. Couturier gets it past him on the second chance. Both teams fight for it now in the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Here's Forster with a shot. That's squeezed by Shesterkin. He covers that with 1:39 remaining, and it will be an ozone draw for the Flyers, who now have 17 shots on goal in this period, but they have stopped, or Shesterkin has stopped all of them so far. Ozone draw here for Philly. Still waiting for somebody to take a lead in this one. It'll be Couturier against Trocheck in the faceoff dot. Couturier wins it. Here's York. His shot goes wide. Rangers able to clear. No icing as they chase. Flyers get to it first. Flyers sent up all the way in. That goes over everybody. That will be icing now against Philadelphia. And the Rangers will get their crack at an offensive zone face-off. Next game is posted at the top of the chat in the pinned comment, Matt. It will be Tuesday night. Rangers looking for the ozone draw, but it's won defensively by Philadelphia. They go off glass and out. Good clear there by the Flyers. Here's Schneider dumped up into the offensive end. 1 minute now to go in the first period. Panarin has it into the high slot. Shot there. That doesn't get through. Big block by the Flyers D. Around it goes. Here's Frost. Gets it up. Atkinson not able to clear the zone as he was pestered by the Rangers pinching D. Top of the circle. There's a shot. Nice shoulder save there by Ersson. 24 seconds to go in the first period. Good heavy hit there by Hathaway against Fox. Final 7 seconds. Rangers just going to hold in their own zone. This period's going to wind down. And that is going to do it. Horn sounds. First is over. Scoreless. But certainly not for the lack of trying. It was a goalie show, particularly Igor Shesterkin. But Ersson had some real good saves as well. But Igor Shesterkin, really the only reason this game is 0-0 still. Some absolutely phenomenal saves in the first. And we are through 20 minutes. Rangers, Flyers, phenomenal start. And we are scoreless, but it's been an exciting game. And we still got 2 more periods to go. But first, we've got some time to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for the second to begin. Thank you guys all so much again for being here, man. I have a feeling it's going to be a phenomenal, phenomenal game all the way through. And man, for a period that had no goals in it, what a first period there for the Rangers and Flyers. But we're gonna have some time now to hang out in the chat. My next stream is Tuesday night. I'm gonna be doing the Buffalo Sabres against the Florida Panthers, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I realized I have not done a Florida Panthers game yet this year on stream. And Florida is one of the best teams in the league. I mean, I think there's an argument there that if you could make the argument that they might be the best team right now. But they are absolutely one of the top 3-4 teams in the NHL right now in Florida. So I wanted to do a Panthers game, so I'll be doing them against Buffalo on Tuesday night. Obviously, you know, Buffalo hasn't had the kind of year that they were hoping for. They've been very disappointing, but that, you know, if I was going to do a Panthers game and that, you know, as far as my upcoming schedule, that was probably my best chance to do one. So that will be Tuesday night. And I also wanted to get one more stream in February. I wanted to do one more before the end of the month. So Tuesday, Sabres, Panthers. We'll see how that one goes. Obviously, everyone's expecting the Panthers to win, but hopefully it's a pretty fun game to watch. Yes, I do like pickles, Matt. I do like pickles. So we've got intermission now for the next 15, 16 minutes or so, and then we'll be getting back into it for period 2. Thank you guys again. Please don't forget, hit that like button. It helps out so much. And if you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet and want to follow along, become part of the channel community here, we'd love to have you. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. And we just come on the stream and enjoy hockey like we did in that first period. I try and chat it up as much as I can with everybody while also calling the action going on the ice. And we just all enjoy hockey and have some fun with it. Yeah, dude, I don't think there's any like clear-cut favorite this year. There's so many teams that are like kind of similar as far as how good they are. So, you know, I think it's going to be a wild playoffs. I think it's going to be more of a matter of who gets hot at the right time. Because there's no clear cut like this team is better than ever so far. I'm not going to delay it. I'm going to grab beer number 2. So I'll be right back in about 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Time to grab another one. All right. We're going to get this baby cracked. We're going to get cheers number 2 in the chat to a great hockey game and a great stream. Cheers, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. And we're going to keep ripping here for the second. Hey, Robert, what is going on? Welcome in. Robert, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Glad that you are enjoying the stream, and we got a good one going. We got a good one going. Hey, Kano, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat as always. No, it's not the camera, it's my internet. Though my internet keeps going up and down as far as the connection. So, I don't know, it's being really annoying. Write your angry letters to Comcast. Doing typical Comcast things. My job's been good, Matt. Yeah, no complaints. Had a pretty crazy week this past week. I was definitely happy to get to the weekend when I got out on Friday, but overall, it's been good. Oh, nice, Kano. You won 2-1 in a shootout. That's fantastic. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. Robert, I'm a Boston Bruins fan. I'm from Massachusetts, but I'm just a huge hockey fan in general. I watch, I watch all the different teams play around the NHL. I've always been that way. Like hockey's always been my favorite sport. So, anytime I can watch hockey, no matter who's playing, I'm usually there watching it. Oh yeah, Kano. Every point matters. That's for sure. Honestly, Avi, dude, I haven't even really thought about that or awards in general. I haven't even thought that much about. I think there's gonna because there's so many that are like really, really close. I think there's gonna be a big bias to how guys play at the end of the season, particularly as far as like playoff races are concerned and things like that. Like, let's say Tampa Bay fades down the stretch and ends up like somehow not making the playoffs, then obviously I think Cooch's MVP bid probably goes out the window if they miss the playoffs. So, um, whereas like if let's say Tampa Bay gets really hot in the last 20 games and all of a sudden moves up out of a wild card spot and into the top three, that probably bolsters Kucherov's MVP chances, So I think there's going to be a lot of I think there's going to be a lot of bias as far as how guys play and like that last 20 game stretch that ends up deciding a lot of the awards. Because, like, as good as Kucherov has been this year, Tampa is still the last team in the playoffs in the East right now. They're sitting in that wild card 2 spot. And obviously, it looks like they're going to beat the Islanders today. So, that's going to help them and get them another 2 points. But, it's not like Tampa Bay's dominating the league like they did in 2019. Like, they're still sitting on that playoff bubble, even though Kucherov's been an MVP level player. Yeah, I mean Matthews. If if Matthews scores 70 goals, he's got to be in the MVP conversation. I mean, nobody in the league has done that in how long? I'm trying to think. I know Ovechkin scored 65 one year. What was that like? Oh, what year did Ovechkin score 65? It was like 08, 09, something like that. I don't remember the exact year, but like nobody scored 70 goals. Nobody's scored 70 goals in the NHL probably since the 90s. It's got to be it's got to be the 90s the last time anybody scored 70 goals in a season. So if Matthew scores 70, then he's gonna be in a lot of award conversations if he scores 70 goals. I'm very curious now as to who was the last NHL player to score 70 goals. Da, 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 da. 1992-93, when Alexander Mogilny and Teemu Selanne both had 76 that year. I still can't believe Teemu Selanne in 92-93 put up 76 goals, but yeah. They both had 70. I also cannot believe that Alexander Mogilny is not in the Hall of Fame. He, of all the Hall of Fame snubs in hockey, he's got to be the biggest Hall of Fame snub. There is no reason for him not to be in the Hall of Fame. But yeah, they scored 76 in 1993. So nobody's done it since then. Matthews has a good shot to score 70, which is wild because it's been over 30 years since anyone's done that. I cannot believe that Mogilny's not a Hall of Famer. There's a lot of Hall of Fame snubs. I think, in my opinion, he's the biggest one. Thank you. Ovechkin's 65 goals was 07-08, so I was off by a year. It was 07-08 where Ovechkin scored 65. I mean, and that was ridiculous when he did that. That was post-lockout, still pretty lower scoring hockey. I mean, for him to score 65 that year is wild. And yeah, if Matthews puts up 70 this year, I mean that's a goal scoring season that we have not seen in decades. Hey, hockey from home, Victoria, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. We got about 4 minutes until the start of the second period, so we're finally going to get back into the action here. Again, my next live stream is Tuesday night. Going to do Buffalo against the Florida Panthers. Very excited to finally do a Panthers stream this season, as they're one of the best teams in the league. Yeah, I could definitely see that, Avi. I mean, Quinn Hughes. As long as the Canucks stay, up at the top of the league like they have been, Quinn Hughes is definitely going to be in the Norris mix, no doubt. Vancouver, they're still in first place. They have lost 4 in a row, though. They've hit a rough patch, which there haven't been a lot of rough patches for Vancouver this year. They are still in first place in the Pacific. They're in first place overall in the West by quite a bit. That's actually pretty wild that they have. Oh no, it's not. All right, so they have a 10-point cushion in the division, but they only have a 4-point cushion as far as leading the West in general. So it's not that big of a gap as far as the conference is concerned. But they are definitely in position to win the Pacific. They've got a 10-point lead right now over Vegas for that first place spot. They have lost 4 in a row though, so we'll see what Vancouver does. Again, I think the last 20 games are going to determine a lot. And I think there's going to be a lot of emphasis put on what these teams and players do in the final 20 games when it comes to awards and stuff, because those last 20 are going to be so important for positioning and where teams end up finishing. Right now, President's Trophy. Unfortunately, Boston is right there at 80 points. Rangers have 79. Dallas has 76. Vancouver's got 80 as well. So you've got the Bruins and Canucks tied right now for the league lead at 80 points. You've got the Rangers at 79. Florida's at 78. I mean, I think obviously any of those teams could get it at this point. It's still very, very tight with those top 4. And even Dallas at 76 is still in the mix. So it'll be interesting to see how that all works out. But I hope the Bruins don't win the President's Trophy. I don't want anything to do with the President's Trophy again. Oh, I don't worry. I will never forget what happened last year, Aries. Don't you worry. Boston, Florida, probably not going to be a first round matchup because they are probably going to be the top 2 teams in the Atlantic. So whoever wins the Atlantic will end up playing one of the wild card teams, and then the other team, whoever finishes second, ends up playing the third place team. So Boston, Florida is probably not going to happen first round, but it could happen second round if both teams get that far. Anyway, we have dropped the puck. Here is period 2. Rangers and Flyers still scoreless, but a lot of action in the first for a scoreless period. So we'll see what the second brings us as Trouba sends it up the wall, and that one's chipped out of the zone. Flyers trying to dump it back in. Nice hit there by Hathaway. Rangers regroup in their own end. For me personally, Robert, last year was worse. Last year was worse for me because when they blew the 3-0 lead against the Flyers in 2010, at least they came back the next season and won the Stanley Cup. Like obviously being a Bruins fan, them winning the Cup is the highlight of my hockey life. They came back the next year, they made up for it, and they won the Stanley Cup. Last year right now for me is definitely worse. Now, if the Bruins happen to win the Cup this year, I don't think they're going to, but if they do happen to go on a run and win the Cup this year, maybe I'll kind of lose my hatred for what happened last year the same way I did for 2010. But until that happens, last year in my mind is going to be worse than 2010. High sticking call here. Joel Farabee is going to the penalty box for the second time tonight, or excuse me, today. I guess it's not really nighttime yet. And the Rangers go to the power play, so still trying to break the ice in this one. Panarin with a long shot, a nice save there by Ersson. Around it goes. Panarin again out high. Top of the circle, Zibanejad, Panarin. And kept in by Zibanejad. Here's Trocheck. Rangers on the attack here, trying to score the first goal of this game early on in period 2. Gets knocked down by good block by Sanheim, and Noah Cates clears. Yes, Robert. The 2013 comeback against Toronto will forever be legendary for Bruins fans. There's no doubt about it. It's unfortunate we couldn't finish off the finals that year and weren't able to beat Chicago and win a second cup. But that Chicago team was obviously in the midst of their dynasty, really, and the peak great Chicago teams of that era. So there's really no shame. That was a tough, hard-fought series between two great teams. But the comeback against the Leafs in Game 7 will forever be legendary. But for sure. 35 seconds to go on the Rangers power play. Cleared again by the Flyers. They're doing a good job on the kill so far. Around it goes. Cam York up the wall. That's cleared all the way down. Played through the middle. Taken here. Lafreniere into the attacking zone. Brodzinski. Lafreniere not able to connect on the pass. Final seconds tick off the power play. And we are back to 5-on-5 as Farabee's out of the box. Round it goes. Flyers clear. They gain the red line and dump it in. I do, Aries. I can't say I remember a lot of specific details from that year, but yeah, 2016 was the Sharks-Penguins final. Oh, heavy hit there as Rempe comes in and levels one of the Flyers' defensemen. Philly with it now into the offensive zone. Frost dumps it deep. Around it goes. Sealer takes a hit. Forster sends it back down low. Chipped away from Schneider, but Miller comes away with it. Up to Rempe. Rempe can't get it off his stick from Forster and get some help. It's out of the zone. Played around in the middle. Rangers have it out high. Here's K'Andre Miller with a long shot. And a good save there. Rebound attempt. Ersson stops that one as well. And both teams digging away for the puck. Finally, the whistle blows. Barclay Goodrow getting into it now. A couple of Flyers in front of the net. Rempe's out there, so you know he's going to want to get involved. He's already fought, though. I doubt he's going to again. Now Sealer and Goodrow are having a chat. I certainly wouldn't mind those two going at it. That would be a decent middleweight scrap if Goodrow and Sealer decided to go. Aries, I don't even want to talk about that, Aries. I don't even want to talk about that. That is still such a sour Stanley Cup final for me, because there was no excuse for the Bruins to lose that series other than they just blew it. That is the series that I still hold against the Bruins in the finals. 2013, I don't. Chicago was an elite team that year. That was just a battle of greatness, where 2019, the Bruins should not have blown that series. That's the one I hold against them. Into the offensive zone now. Down it goes. Paling. 15:25 to go in the second. Just about 5 minutes into this middle frame, still looking for our first goal. It's been physical. There's been a ton of scoring chances, but nobody has been able to find the back of the net yet. Rangers ice the puck. It'll be an offensive zone draw now for Philadelphia coming up. Flyers win the draw. Played here by Owen Tippett. Tippett pulls it to the backhand below the goal line around the net. Spin around shot looking for a deflection. Blocked off a shin pad. Down it goes. Flyers still have it. Into the corner. Panarin. He gets run into there by Lawton. Delorier comes in and throws a hit. Delorier now comes away with the puck. Gets it back through to Lawton in the corner. Chipped out in front. Nobody home except Vincent Trocheck. And the Rangers finally able to clear. They dump it all the way down. Here's Drysdale. Sends it up over the red line. Knocked away from Tippett. And the Flyers ice it as Tippett throws it in from the neutral zone behind the red line. 14:27 remaining. Yeah, I think there's a lot of cup final matchups that could be really good this year. I certainly would not mind a Boston-Vancouver rematch. A Bruins-Canucks rematch, I think, would be a lot of fun. But there's a lot of good possible matchups that would make for great hockey, no doubt. Off it goes. Played here. Flyers trying to clear their zone. They get it to the blue line. And out as it did cross over the line. So that will come out now to the neutral zone for the next face-off. Oh, wow. Devils take the lead over Montreal. They have just scored, and they are now up 3-2 over the Canadiens late in that one. Tampa still leading 3-0 over the Islanders, so it looks like the Lightning are in complete control there. Taken now. Back out to the neutral zone. Across Walker. Sends it up, and that deflects out of play into the bench area. So it's going to be another neutral zone face-off coming up, but it's going to be after our first commercial break of this second period. So we're under 14 minutes to go. Still 0-0. Goals have been impossible to come by so far in this game, and you got to imagine that this is going to end up being a very low-scoring game where every single goal is going to count a lot and are going to be very tough to come by. So, you know, gonna be huge to see who scores first in this one, no doubt about that. First goal is gonna be very, very important. Yes, I do, Austin. Yes, I do. I've enjoyed work a lot, absolutely. Hang on, I'm gonna try something, guys, and see if the internet issues while we're at commercial break. I'm gonna try something and see if it fixes. I just want to see if it was a YouTube server issue potentially. I just switched servers, so let's see if the issues continue or if that may have been a good fix. We'll find out. Here we are as it's dumped in by Philadelphia. They're chasing after it. Kept in out high there by Couturier. Long shot deflection. Nice save by Shesterkin. Down low now. Farabee trying to get it out in front. He's checked by Schneider. Round it goes. Taken there. Zibanejad against Forster. Forster comes away with the puck out to the point. York keeps it in. Down low. Farabee takes a hit. Played to the middle. And the Rangers finally get it out. Flyers do have possession, though. They dump it back in. Here's Farabee. He spins off a hit. Throws it to the middle. Stolen away by Zibanejad. And the Rangers come the other way. Kreider up into the offensive zone. He sends it deep. We'll get after it on the forecheck along with Capo Caco off the bench. Line change for the Rangers. Into the middle for Brodzinski. He pops it up. Lindgren with a shot through traffic. That one deflects wide, and Forster goes the other way as he chips it out of the zone. And there's a long shot fired in that's gloved down by Ersson. We stay 0-0. Brodzinski, a little slow getting up after a collision there with Travis Sanheim. And it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Rangers, after Ersson makes the save. What is going on, Jay? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to have you in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. 12:40 to go here in the second period as we approach the halfway point of this game. It's played down in the corner into the half wall to Trocheck, back below the goal line. Good hit on Panarin, and it's out of the zone as Philly clears. Oh, Lindgren comes across with a huge hit there on Walker. Brought up now into the offensive zone by the Rangers. That was Lindgren's best hit of the game, no doubt about that. Walker has it now, who took the hit. He backhands it out of the zone, but the Rangers get back on side and will throw it back in. Below the goal line, Walker again up through the middle, turns it over, stolen by Panarin. Cross-ice pass, here's Trouba. Shot there, saved by Ersson as he finds it through the traffic and covers with 11:46 remaining. Absolutely, Jay. Philadelphia has been way better than anybody expected this season, and it looks right now like they're going to make the playoffs. I think I'm going to be going to hang out with Seth tonight, Jay. Yeah, I don't... that's looking like the plan right now. Will and Brody are in Florida. And Evan and Josh are busy tonight, but I think I'm going to see Evan tomorrow. But it looks like... I think it's just going to be me and Seth tonight, but I'm going to go down where he is and hang out with him for a bit. Around it goes, taken there. Rempe trying to keep it in the offensive zone. Oh, Hathaway there got his stick up. And that is going to be a penalty call as Garnet Hathaway doesn't like it. But Keandre Miller, as Delorier comes over at Rempe. Yeah, Rempe was trying to get at Hathaway. Delorier comes over and drags them away. And there's jawing back between these two. Now Goodrow's going at it with Hathaway. Rangers are not happy. Hathaway's not happy it was a penalty call. He thinks it was either someone else's stick or that his stick got lifted into Keandre Miller's face. Miller went down immediately and the ref put his hands up. I wonder if this is one that they're going to look at to see if it's actually a penalty or not. Hathaway's still not happy. And yeah, it's getting chippy. And Hathaway's stick definitely hit Keandre Miller there. I don't know what Hathaway's all upset about. He swats for the puck in the air, doesn't hit the puck at all, completely misses the puck with that swat and catches Keandre Miller right in the face. We'll see. Dave Jackson, who former NHL referee, who's now the rules analyst for ESPN, he thinks that this is going to be a penalty, and I do too. He didn't hit the puck at all, so I think this is going to be a penalty. Yeah, it's a high-sticking penalty, a double minor 4-minute penalty against Garnet Hathaway because there was an injury to Miller on the play. Miller is on the bench now, which is good, but this is going to be a big opportunity for the Rangers to try and get the lead in this game. A 4-minute double minor to Garnet Hathaway for high sticking. And this is a huge chance now for New York to try and take a lead in this game. Yo, Jack, what is going on? We've got Jack in the chat. It has been a long time, my friend. Thank you so much for dropping by. It's great to see you, and I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for stopping in. All right, see you later, Duke. Duke's got to go, so we'll say bye. I'll be live again Tuesday. Hope to see you there. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend, Duke. Played up. Now, Lawton just had a golden shorthanded opportunity, but he ripped it high and wide. The Flyers have the most shorthanded goals in the NHL this season. So I say that this is a huge opportunity for the Rangers. This is also a huge opportunity for the Flyers, who are deadly shorthanded, to possibly steal a goal here on the penalty kill and really shift momentum in this game. Zibanejad has it now. 3:10 to go in the power play. Rangers trying to get it through the neutral zone. Paling clears. Yes, Jack. That was a blowout game. It was 3-0 Detroit within the first 6 minutes of the game, and it was just all Red Wings. I mean, that was the definition of a blowout for sure. So that wasn't a great game. This, however, has been a very good game. All the feels of a rivalry matchup, and no goals yet, but lots of chances. The goaltending has been phenomenal. Moving around now. Here the Rangers finally with it in the offensive zone. Trouba keeps it in out high over to Gustafsson. Final 2:15 of the power play. Flyers have killed off just about half of the double minor so far. Lafreniere, pass across, gets knocked up into the air. Bodies flying as they go for it, and it's going to be a hand pass call as Trouba gloved it to a teammate as he and Cates collided, and it's going to come out to the neutral zone. Yes, it does, Kano. Daniel Amesbury, Diamond Hands. He's a big star on social media. He's a big fighter. Likes to beat people up, and he's a big star on social media. Jay, that is a brutal matchup there, man. Yeah, I don't know if even I could sit through a Sabres Blue Jackets game. I wouldn't want to. That's one where if Sabres Blue Jackets are like my only option to watch it, I'm going to my friend's house that night. That's going to be a night I'm not watching hockey. As we get a chance here in front, and Ersson, what a save! And a big scrum going after now as Brodzinski's going at it with Paling, and Sealer was in there as well. Teams come together. What another unbelievable save. This time it's Samuel Ersson And the goaltending continues to shine in this one as he absolutely robs the Rangers on the doorstep. That was Lafreniere not able to tuck it home. And then Sealer, Lawton come in and protect the crease. We had Kako in there along with Johnny Brodzinski for the Rangers in a little scrum after the play. Again, this is a rivalry game, and it has felt like it from the get-go. This is the way hockey is supposed to be played. A big stop there by the Flyers netminder, and it's cleared all the way down. Still nothing. And again, the only reason this game is 0-0 is because of the goalies. Has nothing to do with it being a boring game or there not being a lot of offense in this game. There have been tons of chances, and grade A chances in this game. The goaltending has been phenomenal. And we get a whistle here. It's going to be a penalty against the Rangers. So that is going to do it. With 1:10 to go on their power play, it's not a power play anymore. We're going to go 4-on-4 for the second time in this game. And the Rangers cost themselves as Artemi Panarin heads off to the penalty box. And it's going to be a holding, interference, either one. It was away from the play. And Artemi Panarin just reaches the hand out and grabs Cam Atkinson there as he was trying to streak into the offensive zone. It is a holding call against Panarin, and we go 4-on-4 now for 1:10. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Jack. Absolutely. Philly has been a huge pleasant surprise this year. And, I mean, it looks like they're going to make the playoffs. They've got a pretty decent cushion for that third spot. I mean, obviously they can't, take it for granted and stop playing at these last 25 games or so, but they're in a good spot as Lafreniere comes in here, rips one, and he scores! We finally have it! Our first goal of the game! Alexi Lafreniere in the 4-on-4 rips one 5-hole. And the Rangers take the all-important lead. The first goal of this one comes almost 2 full periods into the game. And that's one that Samuel Ersson would like to have back. That is not a great goal to give up for the Philadelphia netminder, who has been fantastic in this game. I was just talking about how great the goalies have been. That is one that you do not want to give up if you're an NHL goalie. Right through the legs. He should have had that one. But there's no doubt the Rangers will take it. I mean, regardless of whether it was a great goal or not, for Ersson to give up, the Rangers will take it. And boy, oh boy. Now we got Lawton and K'Andre Miller cross-checking at the center dot. They're yapping back and forth now. I don't think K'Andre Miller even has an NHL fight, so I wouldn't expect anything to actually happen, but they are yapping back and forth. 45 seconds to go now in the 4-on-4. Second period action, under 8 minutes to go. Rangers drive wide. They got Rempe out there, fourth line. Oh, no, excuse me, no, that was Miller. Move to the middle. Here's Trocheck with a shot, saved by Ersson. Rebound chance, Miller couldn't get to it. Hathaway is in the penalty box, Rich. He'll be coming out in 17 seconds. Hathaway's been in the box for the last 4 minutes for high sticking. Played back now to Kako. He fires one. Rings the pipe! So close to a 2-0 lead. Back again at the blue line. Here's Ryan Lindgren over to Kako. Kako with a sharp angle shot hits the outside of the goal. 4-on-4 is over. It's now an abbreviated power play for the Flyers. Their power play has been abysmal this season and has done nothing in this game. They're down to already 30 seconds to go because it was a short one. Donna, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Brought up now Forster into the offensive zone. He dives around the hit of Lindgren. Trouba sends it up the wall. Around it goes. 10 seconds to go in the Philadelphia power play as it's cleared by the Rangers. One last rush. Zamula over to Atkinson. Atkinson gets hammered by Lindgren and loses the puck. Power play's over. We're back to 5-on-5. Everybody's out of the penalty box now. Rangers lead by a goal. Taken in the corner. Here's Forster. And that one rolls to the post. Now poked after the whistle was Shesterkin. That draws a crowd as Lindgren doesn't like it. Trouba comes over as well. And he's going to cover it, obviously, which leads to the scrum. We get a whistle, and the scrum breaks up. We go into a commercial break. Yes, Kano. I actually met him once at a Boston Bruins game, actually. I'm trying to remember now. Was it last season or the year before? I think it was last season. He and I happened to be at a Bruins game, at the same game. And I met Sam personally. So, I mean, that's the only time I've talked to him personally. Obviously, we've talked a lot on, through social media and stuff. But I have met him personally, personally once. Welcome in, everybody. We are here in the second period. Down, I think we're down to about 7-ish minutes to go. The sun, I don't know, you guys can probably see it. The sun happens to be beaming in through the slider right now. It's like at the perfect set point of its setting where it's beaming in through the window. So that will go away in about 10 minutes or so when it moves past the slider. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Please don't forget, it really helps out a ton if you can hit that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel and become part of the community here, we'd love to have you. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. It is good, Rick. How are you? Chippy, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much. It's awesome to have you here. Hope you're enjoying the stream, enjoying the game, and I appreciate you stopping by. We got a 1-0 hockey game, still very close. 6:10 to go in the second period. And we'll see if the Flyers can tie this up or if the Rangers can hold the lead to the intermission. We're back from the commercial break now, getting ready for an offensive zone faceoff for Philadelphia. Ryan, what is going on? Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. Off the draw, Rangers first to it is Brodzinski. Passes to K'Andre Miller. And Miller lifts it out of the zone. Glove down there, taken by Capo Caco. Flyers trying to clear as Tippett gets possession back. Hey, Jack, I'm glad it was... yeah, Mizzou is actually pretty good this year. So, it was a solid college football season for Mizzou. No doubt about it. 5.5 to go in the second. Into the offensive zone. Here's Morgan Frost cutting to the middle. Shot there. Shesterkin with a great save. Rangers on the loose puck. Up to Cooley. Cooley's been quiet today. He's usually a big physical guy who can also add some offense and has, decent hands for scoring. And Cooley has not really stood out to me at all in any facet of the game. I figured, even if the offense isn't there, he's usually a guy that is very involved physically, and with as physical as this game has been, Cooley really hasn't been noticeable. I'd like to see more from him, no doubt. Forster gets knocked down there by Goodrow. And Rangers are able to clear the puck up now. Forster didn't like that. Thought Goodrow cross-checked him, but no call on the play. They keep rolling around. It's past Edstrom. Kept in, long shot there, knocked down by Rempe. Tried to deflect it on goal, but he just kind of got in the way. Easy to do that when you're 6'7", 6'8". Another long shot there for Philadelphia. Hathaway now down in the corner, mucking it up. Trying to get it out. Sends it back to the point. Long shot there. That gets blocked by Edstrom. Adam Edstrom now chasing. And Flyers take it away and dump it back for the Rangers to regroup. Under 4 minutes to go now in the period. Into the offensive end. Here's Lafreniere. He's got the only goal of the game so far. This is really looking like a breakout season for Lafreniere. First overall pick back in 2020. Definitely hasn't burst onto the scene the way that we've seen some first overall picks in the past do it. But he's slowly but surely coming along, getting better each and every season. And, you know, still very young, still developing. And, you know, he seems to be getting a little bit better every year. And no, he may not ever be the elite first overall pick like we've seen, you know, obviously I'm not even going to compare him to Connor McDavid, but we've seen, you know, like Jack Hughes blossom into a superstar. I don't know if Lafreniere ever does that, but he may end up being like a Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. You know, obviously a little bit different style player, a little bit different skill set than Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, but just comparatively as far as like how good of a player does he become, maybe he ends up being like a Ryan Nugent-Hopkins #1 overall pick, where he's a really solid second liner and can give you, you know, 30 goals and 75, 80 points and, you know, be that type of guy. He may never be a 100-point player, but maybe he's an 80-point player. He's still getting better each and every year. All right, sounds good, Kano. I hope you have a fun time tonight and enjoy the game. Heavy hit there by Vesey on the forecheck. And kicked out of the zone by Morgan Frost. Flyers clear again. We're now under 2 minutes to go in the first period. Pretty long stretch of play here without a whistle. Good flow to this game as Gustafsson has it to Zibanejad into the offensive zone. Vesey back to the middle, hops under the stick there of Schneider. And the Flyers come out of the zone. Here's Tippett backhanding it. He gets knocked down. Dumped back in. Another hit in front of the benches as Zibanejad comes over. Flyers get onside, and now Tippett gets knocked off the puck by Schneider. Rangers have it again. Here's Zibanejad over the red line, dumping it deep. 1:20 to go now in the second. Absolutely, Jack. Yeah, it's great to see Sean Couturier back out on the ice, and it's great to see him playing well and being a big part of a good playoff level team here in Philadelphia. You know, anytime you have the major injuries that he did, and you miss the amount of time that he did, you really start to wonder, is he ever going to play again? And sometimes guys don't. So it really is awesome to see Couturier back for the Flyers. Rangers regrouping now in their own zone. 45 seconds left in the period. Adam Fox with the pass over. A little offline for Lindgren. So it ends up on Paling's stick. Flyers can't control into the attacking zone, however. And the Rangers come the other way. They dump it deep. Around it goes. Final 30 seconds. Nick Seeler with it up the wall. Not out. Kept in by Trouba out high. Lafreniere plays it down low. Seeler along the wall. Seals it off. Takes a hit from Cooley, but gets it out. Final 12 seconds now. 10 seconds in the period. Brought up now into the offensive zone. Not for very long as the Flyers clear it right back down. It rolls into the Rangers' end in the final couple seconds. Tick off the clock. That is going to do it. We have 2 periods down, 1 to go. And Alexis Lafreniere, the only goal scorer in this game, as the Rangers take a 1-0 lead into the second intermission. A huge third period coming up between these two division rivals, who have a very important 2 points on the line. And this has been a very good, physical, rivalry hockey game. It's been a lot of fun to watch. We still have a whole period to go. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I hope you're enjoying the game. I hope you're enjoying the stream. And we got some time now at the intermission to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for this third to begin. Please don't forget, it does mean a lot and help a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel and become part of the channel community here, we'd love to have you. Fans of all teams are welcome. And just enjoying some Saturday afternoon NHL action. Yeah, that's awesome, Jack. That's really cool. You got to go. That's phenomenal. And I remember that game too. Yeah, Mizzou beat Ohio State, and that was a fun game. That's awesome for you, Jack. Congratulations on that. Dude, imagine, Avi, if the national championship for college hockey is BCBU. That would be that would be so insane. And it's very possible this year. I mean, they're two of the absolute best teams in the country. That would be insane. Yeah, we'll see, Austin. I mean, Buffalo has been a big disappointment this year. Buffalo's been tough this year. They have not had the season they were hoping for, but Florida is one of the best teams in the league. And I haven't streamed a Florida game yet this season. I've obviously watched some Panthers games, but not that I've streamed. So I'm very excited to do a Panthers game on stream, and I'm sure we'll be seeing them again come playoff time. Oh yeah, Gabe Perreault is gonna be really good, Robert. That whole line, that Ryan Leonard, Gabe Perreault, Will Smith line for BC, I think all of those guys are gonna be phenomenal NHL players. Leonard really brings a physicality that you don't see a lot anymore. Honestly, I think Leonard probably is going to end up being kind of a Brady Tkachuk type player. Like, he's a really physical, chippy guy, who obviously has a ton of offensive talent as well. He was drafted by Washington. Will Smith is going to San Jose. He's just loaded with talent and a phenomenal player with the puck. And Perreault is a great skilled player as well. I think all three of those guys are going to be phenomenal NHL players. Ryan Leonard personally is my favorite because of the physical side that he brings, and I really think once he gets out of college hockey and into pro hockey and can actually start to fight and really muck it up, I think Leonard is going to turn kind of into a Tkachuk style player. Oh yeah, Florida is on fire. No doubt about that. Um, Florida's on fire. New Jersey's been a massive disappointment. No, you're 100% right, Jack. Agree with you on everything. Yeah, no, the Devils have a big goaltending problem too. They have a big goaltending problem in New Jersey. Vitek Vanacek isn't it. He's never been it. I don't know. I've even when he was in Washington, I've always thought Vanacek was very overrated. Um, Akira Schmid has not been able to recreate the success that he had in the playoffs last year. He's had a brutal year. Nico Dawes is okay, but he's not a guy that's going to carry you to the playoffs. I mean, they got major goaltending issues in New Jersey. Until they can find a legitimate star number one goalie, they're going to have some issues with consistency until they can find until they can find goaltending that the same way that other top teams have, or they're not going to be a top team without top goaltending. It was a brutal one, Jack. It was a brutal one, no doubt. That loss was terrible. I mean, I'm just hoping that we don't have anything like that happen again this year. All right, guys, we still got about 10 minutes to go in the intermission. If you have any questions, any jokes, any stories, anything that you want to drop in the chat that you want us to talk about, drop it in the chat. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll get back into it. As soon as I get back, it will only be a minute or so. And then we've got third period action coming up in about 10 minutes or so anyway. So, yeah, anything you guys want to talk about, drop it in the chat, and we'll get to it when I get back. See you in a minute. All right, here we go. I am back. Andrew, the game has been awesome. Any plans for tonight? I'm gonna be going to see Seth after this game, and go hang out with him tonight. Any plans for tomorrow? I am going to the Providence Bruins game tomorrow afternoon. They're playing the Cleveland Monsters, so that should be a pretty fun one. Cleveland's a team that they don't play all that often, so it'll be nice to see them play kind of a different opponent rather than the usual Bridgeport, Hartford, Springfield, Hershey, Wilkes-Barre, like they kind of play the same teams like a lot, and it's nice to see them play someone different. As much as I love divisional games, when there's like 15 in a season, it gets to be a little much. It gets to be nice to see someone different for once. How's work going? Work's good. No complaints. It's busy, but it's good. I like it. It's a good job. I enjoy it, and got nothing to complain about. Don't Kano, that's funny. Don't use a broken pencil. They are pointless. That's funny. That's a dad joke right there. Yeah, that's pretty brutal for Jimbo Fisher, Jack, for them to be like, we'll pay you $76 million to not coach our team. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Red Rubber. Red Rubber's going to the Monsters game next weekend. So they're in Providence this weekend. They played Friday night, and they're playing Providence again tomorrow, Sunday. So I'm going tomorrow. Avi. Yeah, dude, those games are sick. I used to go to those all the time with my dad, pretty much every year. There was a stretch where I want to say it was like when I was in college, my dad and I went pretty much every year that they were in Providence. The regionals are a lot of fun, great hockey, great teams, and I'm sure they will send one of BC or BU there. Probably. They'll also probably send Providence to Providence, just because that obviously greatly increases ticket sales. So, I remember one year I went, Providence was there and BC was also there, and that was a great. I don't think they ended up playing each other though. Like Providence played one game, BC played the other, and then BC lost, so they didn't go to the final. But Providence did go to the final. And I was at the tournament, the regional in 2015 that Providence won, and ended up going on to win the national championship that year. So those games are absolutely electric, dude. I did pretty much nothing last night, Andrew. I sat at home and did nothing last night. So I'm definitely happy to go see a friend and do something tonight for sure. I'm an alarm technician apprentice, Jack. So basically I work on alarm systems now. Fire alarm, burglar alarm, camera systems, all that kind of stuff. I'm in school. I go on Wednesday nights once a week to get my electrical license. And yeah, so I'm working my way. Right now, I'm an apprentice. Once I get licensed, I'll be an actual technician. And I'll be an alarm technician that installs, services, and inspects alarm systems. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool job. I like it a lot, and definitely kind of set me up with a career that I can do long term, and definitely no complaints on my part. Nope, Jason. This is my only stream of the day. I don't know when I'll be doing a Bruins game again. I don't schedule really streams out in advance that much anymore, other than like the week of. So I have no idea when I'll be doing a Bruins game again. I know Tuesday I'll be doing the Panthers and the Sabres. But yeah, I just kind of take it one week at a time now. But I'm leaving once this stream is done. I'm gonna grab something to eat quick, and then I'm going to see Seth tonight. So I'll be gone. Hey, Wrist Rider, there you go. All right, so you understand. You have a pretty good understanding of what I do then, and Wrist Rider works in fire suppression, so pretty similar. Some guys do both. Like some companies do both, but yeah. All right. So Wrist Rider gets it for sure. He's in a similar field. Yes, Logan. Yes. I do. Oh, okay, nice. So Wrist Rider quotes fire alarm deficiencies right now. So yeah, Wrist Rider, what him and I do are very much aligned. It's not exactly the same, but it's very much aligned. Yeah, all right, sounds good, Jack. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for stopping in, and it was awesome to catch up and get a chance to talk to you for sure. Really appreciate you coming by, and obviously longtime supporter of the channel and awesome dude. Great to have you here, and hopefully we talk again soon. We're also just a couple minutes away from starting this third period. Shit, my beer's gone. I'm not gonna have another one though. So obviously 1-goal game heading into the third here. Oh, ammonia alarms. So I've never actually put in an ammonia alarm. I have seen one. I have seen one out in the field, but I don't believe my company does those. They work similarly, but my company I don't believe does those. But I've seen one out in the field. It was at a place I was doing I was doing a fire inspection at, and they also had an ammonia alarm, but the ammonia alarm was separate from the fire system, so we didn't touch it. Like, it had nothing to do with us. But I have seen one before, but I don't believe my company does those, and I have certainly never done one. All right, Avi thinks the Flyers are going to come back and win this one. Think they're going to win it 2-1 in overtime. It's been a low-scoring game. The goaltending's been very good. Obviously, the goal that has been scored, Ersson would probably like back. It wasn't a good one to give up 5-hole, but overall, the goaltending has been very good. And that's why it's a 1-0 game. So we'll see what the third period brings us here. But we're getting ready to drop the puck. We're back from the final commercial break. Teams are going to be lining up, and we're going to be getting into the action. Oh, my God. Here we go. Taken over the red line, up into the offensive zone, dumped in deep. Flyers, and they keep it in. Kate sends it back down low. Here's Paling. Ryan Paling cycles back. Garnet Hathaway, he gets run to the sidewall by Keandre Miller. Those two have had some battles over the course of this game. Working around now. Chance in front, right in the blue paint. Shot there. Shesterkin keeps it out. Loose puck, and the Flyers can't get to it. Jay, I liked all of the Stadium Series jerseys except for the Islanders. I did not like the Islanders jerseys. The Devils I thought were okay. I don't think they were great. I really liked the Rangers. The Rangers Stadium Series jerseys were my favorite. And I thought that the Flyers were pretty good too. I would give the Flyers like a B. I would give the Rangers jersey an A. Those were my favorite. I would give the Devils like a C, and then a straight up F to the Islanders, which I think were the worst. Robert, off the floor and on the board was the 2003 Stanley Cup final between the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. They were still the Mighty Ducks at the time. They weren't before the rebrand, against the New Jersey Devils. Earlier in the game, Scott Stevens absolutely KO'd Paul Kariya with an open ice hit. And Paul Kariya came back, which he never would be allowed to do nowadays with concussion spotters and all of that. But Paul Kariya ended up coming back into that game and rifled home a slap shot goal past Marty Brodeur. And that was Gary Thorne's famous off the floor and on the board call when Kariya scored that goal. And it's a legendary NHL moment, as that one got covered up by Shesterkin. Some good chances early in this period for the Flyers. It's similar to how they started the first period, with a lot of time in the offensive zone and a lot of chances, just not able to finish any of them, and they continue to be kept off the scoreboard in this game. Played back now, long shot. There's a shot deflected just wide of Shesterkin. Wraparound chance in front, and they score! Tyson Foerster ties the game! At the top of the crease, he was right on the doorstep. Shesterkin was a little bit out of it after the first shot that went wide, and the Flyers threw the puck right out in front for Foerster to tap it home. This game is tied early in the third. It's 1-1. What a great pass from Scott Laughton as he was falling down. Scott Laughton from below the goal line, behind the net, falling down, passes it out in front for Foerster, who's able to tap it home. His 11th goal of the season, and this game is tied. It is 1-1 here in the third period. What a finish this is going to be. Vernon, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Great to see you. Awesome to have you watching. And Shesterkin was completely lost and out of position there after the first shot went wide. Rangers have it now, offensive zone. Trouba with a shot through traffic. That deflects around, loose puck. Edstrom gets to it. Sends it up the wall, back to the point, kept in, long shot, doesn't get through. Puck's blocked down. Rempe with a chance, jamming away at that loose puck. Edstrom comes in with a big hit. The Flyers clear it out. Down in the corner, around it goes. Up the wall. And that one gets lifted into the glove of Shesterkin. He covers it. And it's going to be a face-off coming up in the New York end now with 16:29 to go in the third. Game is still 1-1. Face-off taken here by the Rangers. Adam Fox goes cross-ice and out of the zone. Farabee dumps it back in. Rangers hold again behind their net. They'll start the breakout up ice. Deflected into the offensive zone. VC on the forecheck. Kreider comes in to help. Around it goes. And the Flyers clear again. Stolen in the neutral zone. Played here. Forster takes a hit. And it's played back. Yeah, they have been very quiet, Avi. It also seems with the Rangers, like, over the course of a series, if you can get those guys off their game, they may disappear. You know, the Mika, Panarin, like, those guys can pull a disappearing act in the playoffs if you can get them off their game and be physical with them. And they've been very quiet in this one. Moved out front. Here's Braden Schneider with a good shot. Swallowed up by Ersson, though. Goaltender makes this good save. Solid positionally. 15:05 left here in the third. Game still 1-1. I think they just showed Lawton has a 6-game point streak now. He's got 7 points in his last 6 games. I know he's one of John Tortorella's favorite players. Like, Tortorella gave him the A before he gave anyone else a letter. As that's lifted out by Philly. Miller goes D-to-D with Trouba. Rangers trying to get back in now. Flyers rip it off the glass. $14:40 to go in the third. Here's Trouba over the line. Dumped in. Ersson comes out behind the net. Plays it up the wall. Yeah, Avi, that's exact. You watch, it's going to be like Zibanejad to Panarin for the goal. That's going to happen now because we were just talking shit about how they've not really done much in this game. Rempe comes in, lays a heavy hit on Cam York. Man, that dude's 240 pounds, too. I would not want to be hit by York. And now Goodrow goes after Hathaway again after the whistle. Hathaway doesn't seem to really want it. He just kind of puts his hands up like, what did I do? This game is on ABC, Matt. And Rempe, man, just absolutely thunderous check there on Cam York. Comes in and pounds him into the end boards. That dude is 240 pounds. I would not like getting crunched into the wall by him. Played back now, dumped in deep. Flyers can't keep it in the zone, however, as the Rangers clear it out. Back behind the net now. Shesterkin leaves it for his D. Still a 1-1 game. Around it goes, up the wall. Played there by Fox. And that one bounces through. Shot, and they score! The Rangers lead by a goal. Was that Rempe on the doorstep? I think that's going to be Matt Rempe's first career goal. It hit somebody in front and floated through the legs of Ersson. The second goal of the game. Both have been 5-hole on Ersson. That seems to be an area of concern here for the Flyers goaltender. And that definitely looks like it hit off Rempe. It did. It bounced off his shin. Bounced off his shin and through the legs of the Flyers goalie. That is Matt Rempe's first NHL goal. And the Rangers are back up by 1. He's played 4 NHL games. He has 2 fights, and now he has a goal. And this may end up being a massive goal. Potentially a game winner. We don't know that yet, but a massive goal for the Rangers here with 13:20 to go in the third period, and Matt Rempe scores. What an unbelievable start to his NHL career. I love this kid already. I love this kid. I watched him a lot down in Hartford in the AHL, and he's doing great now as a tough guy up in the NHL. He's got a fight against Matt Martin. He's got a fight against Nick Delorier, and now he's got his first NHL goal. Brought up now into the offensive zone. Here's Tippett. Flyers looking to respond. Shoots that one wide. Frost gets run into by Schneider. Rangers have the puck now. They can't get it out. Here's Cam Atkinson. Atkinson rips one wide. 12.5 to go in the third period, and the Flyers are playing catch-up once again. Into the offensive zone. There's a shot that's blocked. Frost again, run to the wall. Let's see, Robert. In the AHL, I mean, he was more of a fighter than anything. He had 8 goals in the AHL before being called up. So this season, he had 8 goals and 12 points in 43 games. He also had 96 penalty minutes before being called up by the Rangers. And now he obviously in 4 games has 1 goal, and he's up to 27 penalty minutes with the Rangers. Last year in the AHL, he had 6 goals and 10 points along with 87 penalty minutes last year. So, I mean, he's got a little bit of offense. I mean, he's a guy that can give you, 8 to 10 goals over the course of a full season. But he's really there for, he's 6'8", 240 pounds, and can fight anybody. I mean, he's there as a tough guy, but he can chip in a little offense here and there. He's not a complete plug when it comes to, offense. He can give you 8 to 10 goals, which isn't too bad for a fourth liner. Hey, what's going on, Avatar? Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Great to see you. We're down to 11 minutes to go here in the third. And, oh boy, Adam Fox is slow to get up for the Rangers as the whistle goes. He and Couturier got kind of tangled up there. And that is not what you want to see if you're a Ranger fan. Number 1 defenseman slow to get up off the ice is... Oh, that was a high stick. That's why he went down. That was a high stick by Couturier. Nah, they're going to change that, Red Rubber. They're going to change that. When they look at the replay, that's 100% going to be Rempe's goal when they look at the replay. It bounced right off his shin pad and in the net. Yeah, that was a high stick there by Couturier. Rangers now are going to have an opportunity to try and extend the lead. They're going to the power play, and that's why Fox was slow to get up. So at least, it's not a concerning injury. It was just a little stick to the face. He'll be fine. And Rangers are going to the power play. So Rangers to the power play here. Yo! Let's go, Vernon! Dropping the 5 on the stream. Let's get that dono hype in the chat for Vernon. Unbelievable, dude. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that, man. That is sick. That is sick, Vernon. Thank you so much for the support. Get that hype in the chat. J-Dog, what is going on? Welcome in. Really appreciate it. Here we go now. Rangers on the power play, trying to extend the lead. Fox is right back out there. Good to see. Here's Trocheck with it on the half wall to Panarin. Panarin with it. Back to Fox out high. Zibanejad. Panarin. By the faceoff dot. Down low. Trocheck. Back out Zibanejad. Over again to Panarin. He sends one in. That one bounces off of Kreider back to Fox. Panarin over Zibanejad. Rips one just wide. Fox keeps it in. Fox down low for Trocheck. Top of the circle now. Mika Zibanejad fires a shot through traffic. Gets blocked by the Flyers. Rangers have it again. Trocheck to Zibanejad. Over. Played by Panarin. Flyers doing a good job of getting in the shooting lanes. 1 minute to go on the power play. There's a shot that's blocked again. Rebound chance trying to dig it out. Philadelphia gets it to the sidewall. They're out of the zone. Short-handed breakaway. Here comes Sanheim. And he pulls it to the backhand. Shesterkin with a potentially game-saving save. Wow, huge short-handed chance there for the Flyers, but they can't convert. Shesterkin with a huge save on the breakaway. 30 seconds to go now on the Rangers power play. Brodzinski sends it up. Passes over to Trouba, who dumps it in. Under 10 minutes remaining now in the third period. Rangers up by a goal. Phenomenal hockey game this afternoon. Tough, physical rivalry action and a very close matchup as well. As the Rangers are looking to extend the lead to 2. Final 5 seconds of the power play. They're into the offensive zone. They lose clean possession there. Brodzinski gets it back, but the power play is over. We're back 5-on-5. There's a shot. Sharp angle from Lafreniere. Erson with a big save. Another shot down low. Here's Capo Kakos. Fires one up high. That's over the bar. Garnet Hathaway gets to it. Lifts it out. Taken by Couturier into the offensive zone. He's out of the penalty box. His shot gets stopped by Shesterkin. Rangers have it now. 8.5 minutes remaining. 2-1 hockey game. And that ends up being icing here against New York. Philadelphia will get the ozone face-off with 8:27 to go in the third, and they need a goal again. They had a golden opportunity on this breakaway shorthanded, but Sanheim couldn't tuck it home. What a hockey game this has been. So much fun. So glad I decided to stream this matchup. As soon as I saw Rangers Flyers, I was like, that's the one, and I'm really glad I did. Zamula backhands one wide. Thrown in there. Covered by Shesterkin. It'll be an offensive zone draw again for Philadelphia. Yo, Wrist Rider. Another dono. And this time it's a 10. Says, I'll see the 5 and raise it a 5. A $10 dono from Wrist Rider. Get that hype in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the support. Really, really appreciate that, Wrist Rider. Incredible. Let's get that hype up in the chat. Let's go. Yo, Avatar drops one now. A 5 from Avatar. We got some legends in the chat this evening. Let's get some dono hype for Avatar as well, dropping a 5 on the stream. Really, really appreciate that, guys. Thank you all so much. You guys are legends. BTB, what is going on? Welcome in here. Thank you so much. Awesome to see you. We got the dono train going. Jesus, thank you, guys. Really, really appreciate that so much. Phenomenal hockey game today. Rangers, Flyers 2-1. Great rivalry matchup. Very physical game. Had an incredible fight in the first period. Just everything I hoped this game would be. Unbelievable. Incredible stream as well. Been great chatting with all of you guys. We've got some awesome people in the chat this afternoon. It's nice. Great to have the good chats. All great supporters. All people I love talking to. Really, really appreciate you guys. So the New Jersey Devils did beat the Montreal Canadiens 4-3. That's a big win for New Jersey. Tampa Bay hung on to beat the Islanders, 4-2. Those are the only... and then obviously we had the blowout with the Red Wings destroying St. Louis earlier. Those are the only other games that have gone so far. We've got a bunch more games coming up later tonight. But this is the only one active right now. Whoa, we got another 2 donos. Avi drops 1. BTB with a 2. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. Avi and BTB joining the dono train as well. Let's get some hype for them in the chat. Really, really appreciate all the support from all you guys. I mean, I try and say it as much as I can and don't really know how to put it into words, but thank you so much. Tip it with a shot there. That's deflected up and out of play into the netting. We'll get another stoppage. Down to 7:51 remaining in the third. And still a very tight 1-goal hockey game. Again, guys, my next stream is going to be Tuesday night. I want to make sure I get one more done in February. Tuesday night, going to be doing the Buffalo Sabres and Florida Panthers. My first Panthers stream of the season. Very excited for that because they are a great hockey team. And that's going to be Tuesday at 7 Eastern time. Should be a lot of fun. Spin around shot there. Blocked down. Couturier has it. Flyers in the offensive zone. Put on the pressure. They know it's crunch time now for them as we're down to single-digit minutes remaining. Sorry, just trying to adjust the brightness on the camera a little bit here because now that the sun's gone down, the whole lighting dynamic has changed. So trying to make some on-the-fly adjustments, but we got it. Flyers out of their zone, 7:15 to go, dumped in. Farabee will chase on the forecheck. Shesterkin comes out of his net and plays it up the wall. Paling pinches down to keep it in, and second chance the Rangers do clear. Here's Vinny Trocheck. That's poked away from him. Farabee steals, passes over. Paling into the offensive zone, fires one in. Shesterkin squeezes the pads and covers it up. And we get another whistle and an ozone draw for Philadelphia, who's pushing hard here to try and tie this game. Around it goes, up the boards. Brodzinski dumps it back in for the Rangers. They'll get a line change. Flyers have it now. Moved across. Over the line. Into the offensive zone. Knocked down, though, and cleared by New York. Hathaway gets hit by Kreider, but the Flyers carry it back in. There's a shot in. Nice glove save by Shesterkin. Walker runs Schneider to the end wall, but the Rangers get it out. Cooley can't maintain possession. Flyers carry back up. Schneider steps up, steals the puck. and is able to get it deep now for New York. Brodzinski around the wall. Trouba with it, looking for a deflection, nobody there. Keandre Miller through traffic, knocked down by the Flyers. They'll clear it up ice and out. Here's Tippett. Tippett into the offensive zone. He fires one. Nice blocker save by Shesterkin. York gets knocked off the puck. The Rangers have numbers coming the other way. It's Cooley with Kakko into the offensive zone. Cooley loses it, though, as it's stolen back by Philadelphia. Now they have numbers. There's a shot ripped high over the bar. End to end we go. Tons of action here. Still very physical as York gets rammed there by Trouba. Trouba goes down in his own crease now as the Flyers keep it in the attacking zone. Farabee on the backhand, looking for Atkinson. Zamula fans on the shot attempt. 5:05 remaining in the third. Zamula has it. Flyers set up in the offensive zone, looking to tie this one up. Goes off the boards. Frost plays it down low. Around the wall to nobody. Defenseman had vacated the point spot, and it's all the way back behind Ersson. Philly's got to try and start back up ice. Rangers put their fourth line on the ice. Not afraid to play the fourth line late in the game. Peter Laviolette trusts these guys. Edstrom, Goodrow, and Rempe. They've had a good game today. And that puck deflects out of play. We're going to go to our final commercial break of the third. One last commercial, and then we'll finish this baby off when we get back. 4:44 to go in the third period. It's a one-goal hockey game. This one is coming right down to the wire. Rangers and Flyers in a Metro Division slobber knocker here this afternoon. It's been a phenomenal game, and it's going to be very fun to see if the Rangers hold on or if Philly has another goal in them. Thank you guys all for watching. It's awesome to have you here. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, I got to imagine that unless there's an egregious and obvious penalty, I think we're done as far as power plays and stuff are concerned. Yeah, it would have to be. I mean, we're in the final 5 minutes of a one-goal game. It would have to be a just completely blatant and obvious penalty to get called at this point. Oh, man, this has been such a fun game. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have. This has been a super fun game. If you haven't been able to actually watch the game, I hope that you can hear it through the stream, how fun and exciting this game's been for me. But if you are able to watch it, man, I don't think it gets much better than this. When only down by one goal, usually around the 2-minute mark, teams pull the goalies. Aries, if you're down by more than one goal, it's a little bit sooner. Some teams will do it with 3 minutes left. Some teams will do it even with 4 minutes left. It kind of depends on the coach. But down by one goal, it's usually around 2 minutes that they pull the goaltender. Depending on obviously puck possession and where the face-off is and all of that. Like if you don't have the puck at the 2-minute mark, you gotta wait, obviously, till you get possession. Or you get an offensive zone face-off that you think you're gonna win. So, offensive zone draw here. Rangers win it back. Long shot from the point. Glove save through traffic by Ersson. He finds that one through the bodies in front and covers it. Around it goes. Kick to the stick. Flyers get it out of the zone. Good D-zone face-off win there. Now they got one through. Couturier on the backhand. And he's not able to score. But there's a penalty coming up. And it is going to be K'Andre Miller to the penalty box. We were just saying we might be done with power plays unless it was blatant. And this one was right in front of the referee. I'll have to see a replay let's see how blatant and egregious this... Oh, got it. Yeah, all right. This is one... I don't care what time of game it is. This is an obvious penalty. K'Andre Miller literally just stuck Sean Couturier right in the face with his stick. Also right in front of the referee. So that was a clear high stick. It doesn't get any more blatant and obvious than that. And the Flyers have a huge power play opportunity here to try and tie this game. However, their power play is dreadful at just 13%. They're the second worst power play in the league. Honestly, I haven't looked at the rankings at all recently. I don't know who's worse than them on the power play. Maybe Chicago. I imagine it's got to be a team like Chicago or Columbus. Maybe San Jose. It's got to be one of those awful teams that are worse. But yeah, it's an abysmal power play for the Flyers. But we'll see if they can get a huge goal here. This is a big chance. Rangers do clear it out off the faceoff. Philly trying to carry it back up ice. Farabee with the puck. Passes one over to Forster. Forster loses it. And it's cleared all the way down by the Rangers. PK again. This is, unfortunately, what Flyers fans have come to expect with their power play. It is a huge weakness of this team. Working around now. 3:15 to go in the third. You gotta be thinking about it, Avi. I mean, I would be thinking about pulling the goalie here and making it a 6-on-4. You've got to think about it if you're the Flyers here, down by a goal. 3 minutes to go in the third. A chance to make it a 6-on-4 would be a huge advantage. Kept in now by Tippett. Around it goes Farabee. 40 seconds left on the power play. Goalie's still in the net as of now. Drysdale out high. Farabee, Drysdale. Back to Farabee. Down low for Frost. Taken now. Drysdale. Shot there. Frost misses it wide as Shesterkin went sliding across. Frost couldn't hit the net. Tippett with a shot. Shesterkin with a save. Squeezes the puck. It's covered. And a huge stop there from Igor Shesterkin. 2:18 to go. And finally, Philadelphia does pull the goaltender. So it's an empty net now as well for Philly with 15 seconds left on the power play. Delilah, what is going on? Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're enjoying the game and enjoying the stream. It's great to have you here. And the Flyers are going to use their timeout. Flyers call the timeout. They're drawing up a play. Trying to find a way to even this game at 2 within the next 2 minutes and 18 seconds. One goal game now down into the final few minutes. Final couple minutes, really, at this point. It is crunch time for both these teams. We'll see if the Rangers can hold it or if the Flyers force OT. Here we go. Flyers line up for the face-off in the offensive zone. Sean Couturier, veteran, captain, long-time two-way centerman, will be the one to take it against Barclay Goodrow. if you're the New York Rangers, this is where you need Barclay Goodrow to come up big as a defensive center. But nope, Couturier wins it. Flyers set up in the offensive zone. Shot goes wide, ends up below the goal line. Puck bouncing around. Trouba gets to it in the corner. Trouba clears, not past Frost. Here's Forster with a shot. That one's ripped wide. Power play is over. However, the net is still empty, making it a 6-on-5 here with the extra skater on for Philadelphia. Under 2 minutes to go in the third period. And that's cleared out by the Rangers all the way down. Tippett's going to go back to get it. Flyers have the puck now a little bit scrambly in the neutral zone, trying to get something set up. Finally, they dump it in. Couturier on the forecheck. Rangers chip it away from him. Here's Jimmy Vesey. Backhanded, turned over. Taken now by Frost. Flyers back into the offensive end. Frost goes down. Rangers clear it out. Flyers take it again in the neutral zone. Tippett carries in and dumps it. 1:05 to go now in the third as the Rangers clear again wide of the empty net, so it's icing. Icing call here against New York. It will be an ozone draw for Philadelphia. 1:03 to go in the third, still 2-1. This is nuts. What a game. One back by the Flyers. They set up in the attacking zone. Here's Scott Lawton in on goal. Save there by Shesterkin. And then Hathaway chopping away at Shesterkin. Shesterkin is not happy. Gives him a couple of shoves. And the referee now giving Shesterkin a firm talking to as he came out and went right after Hathaway there, who was digging away at the puck when Shesterkin was trying to cover it. Boy, I'll tell you, Shesterkin is a goaltender. No goalie likes getting touched, but Shesterkin is a guy that will react. And, man, he's a guy that it feels like you can get under his skin. He's a guy that you can get under his skin, especially I think about playoffs and long playoff series, 6-7 games. If you continually poke away at Shesterkin, chop at his gloves, slash him a little bit, he is a guy that you can really get angry doing stuff like that, and he is not afraid to show it. Save there with the pad. It's cleared out again by New York all the way down. Goodrow will chase Tippett. Worked up now. Frost backhands it deep. Final 20 seconds of the third. Flyers trying to gain some possession here. Rangers doing a great job keeping everything to the outside. Back to the point now. Flyers finally have it. Tippett with a shot deflected wide. Rebound. Couturier had the chance and he hit the post. Are you kidding me? Sean Couturier had the tying goal on his stick, and I think he hit the post with it. Either that or he just flat out sent it wide. In the furious push from the Flyers at the end just isn't enough. The Rangers tie it or win it 2-1 as this game comes to a close. And Couturier hit the post. Wide open net on the backhand, and he wrung it off the inside post. Literally another inch, and that is a goal for the Flyers. And they just hit the post with it. Unbelievable. What a hockey game. What a hockey game here between the Rangers and Flyers. New York holds on. They have now won 10 games in a row, tying their franchise record for longest win streaks. And we'll see in their next game if they can break that franchise record and get a new one and make it 11 in a row. But man, tough loss for the Flyers, but they were in this game the whole way. It was a phenomenal, phenomenal game. I think both of these teams are going to make the playoffs, and it'd be awesome if they could face each other in the playoffs, but we'll see what happens as far as matchups go. Just unreal. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Don't forget, I will be back Tuesday night for the Sabres and Panthers. Honestly, I don't expect the Sabres-Panthers game to live up to what we just watched this afternoon. This was an epic game. So much fun. Sabres-Panthers probably isn't going to be this great, but we'll see what happens. You never know. It is the NHL. You never know. And really appreciate you guys again. Please don't forget before you go, it does mean a lot if you hit that thumbs up button. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the community here, we'd love to have you. I stream all different matchups from across the NHL and just enjoy hockey here on this channel. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great night. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I'm going to hopefully enjoy the rest of mine for sure. Going to see Seth tonight. Going to a hockey game tomorrow. So it should be a fun weekend. And just really appreciate all the support from everybody. So thank you guys again. Have a great weekend and see you guys all very, very soon.